my name is Heather Paulding. I'm the author, blogger of Spunky Real Deals. And today we're going to be talking about, where's my little friend? Wrapped snakes for Halloween. So, we are at part 2, which is the wrapping of the head. I have the bottom portion nearly finished. You start at the base, nape of the neck, and you wrap, and you're hot gluing as you go. Hot glue very heavily for this. This is going to be covered. I have a little yarn ball that I just grabbed a handful of yarn and I wrapped it into kind of like an oval shape. It doesn't need to be perfect. And I'm going to put it right in here. I don't know if you can see this. And then I'm going to start wrapping. I'm going to show you this a little bit because this is going to create the head of your snake. So as you're wrapping, you're going to wrap from the back. Again, you always start at the back when you're doing the head, and you're going to wrap from the back. I'm going to show you because this is a little bit more difficult to. Let me grab my yarn. And I will show you how this is going to start to smash this part down. I'm just going to try and give you an idea. It's all about wrapping tightly and wrapping evenly. If you see something sticking out, go over that portion as you're wrapping around, wrapping around, wrapping around, wrapping around, wrapping around, wrapping around. And make sure you're checking the bottom as you're wrapping too. Here, let me flip this over. Because you could be looking good on top and then you flip it over and you're like, oh, this looks awful. Let's see here. Wrap, wrap. And did you see how I went underneath that when I got to that point? Because this big fluffy thing is our palette. I have to go underneath it here. I don't know if you can see. And you're going to be essentially crunching it and fluffing it down. And so you want to finish this bottom palette before you go and do the top portion. You do this a few more times. Because I want you guys to be able to get the idea of what I'm trying to achieve. But do you see how it's starting to flatten down a little bit? Right here, see? That is exactly what we're trying to do. Is we're going to flatten this all down. This is creating the back, and it's finishing the palette and creating the back of our snake. Okay? And then you'll just have to create the top half of the head after you're done with the bottom. So you do one portion of the head at a time. Do the bottom and then do the top. Hello my darlings, this is Heather Paulding. I am the blogger and author of Spunky Real Deals, and this is part of, you can call it part 2 / part B of the portion of the snake wrapping tutorial I am doing for you. Now, there was a few things I wanted to show you that I didn't get to show you with the other tutorial, and that is the fluffy portion, the oval that I was telling you to make, wrapping it like this, just in a messy bunch. This is going to be the top half of the head. So do you see how I pushed it up? And here it is. You can almost see where the eyes are going to be too, on the sides, on the side. And I also, you guys didn't get to see the cool tongue I made. So there's a little purple tongue sticking out of there. And I made it with the jewelry wire. So I twisted it. This is what it's looking like. And you place it at the back of the palette and you hot glue it in. And before you do that, you make, just like you did with the fangs, you drip the hot glue over to seal it, and then you can roll it in your glitter. So I'm gonna get some glitter on there before it dries. Whoop. Here's the front half, and you do the back half too. Oh, burning myself. You have to excuse my craziness because it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm drinking coffee. My toddlers are wearing me down. Let's see here. Aha. Here we are. And there you are. Purple tongue. Pretty cool. And so all I'm going to do now is finish my wrapping. I'm going to take the last portion, I'm going to cover the wire right here. Because although, I'm going to put some glue right here. On the sides. Now, when you're gluing, it's important to try to glue the sides the most, or the base. Because we're going to glitter sand the base to give it definition, but it'll start looking tacky if you start hitting the top portion of the snake with too much hot glue. Let's see here. But again, I'll keep doing this, but any loose pieces of yarn that you think are going to move around, you should tack them down with some hot glue. Let's see. I'm gonna finish. Let's see. We're gonna have to get around the fangs and the tongue. That's one of the toughest parts here. There we go. Glue this piece down, and I will show you one more thing. Okay. And this is just, we're going to just cover the wire. And again, don't take anything I say completely to heart. Do it for yourself, and you know, it's all about creativity, going with the flow. Just go with the flow. You know, if something's not working, do something else. You might find a better way to do this than I'm doing it. If so, please email me. And again, basically we're just going to take this and we're covering the wire. So we're going in and out. I'm just going in and out. I don't know, can you see this? Yep, covering it just like so. don't want to take too much time here. But really, the head is the toughest part. Once you get the head down, boom, wrapping the tail is going to be like nothing. Okay, let me show you where I'm at. Little hot glue there. Always hot gluing where you leave off. Okay. All right. So. Okay. All right. Okay. So here's what I got on the side. You're going to continue wrapping that wire the whole way around, going around the teeth, and the whole way back to the other side. And then you're going to finish wrapping the head and just glue it. And then you're going to give it cute little dots for the eyes. And I have some black onyx fine glitter. Oh, here it is. For the little dots of the eyes. And you will be coming back to join me for part 3, finishing the body of the snake and doing the little rattler, the little tail. But that is that. Get started and I'll see you soon.